Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Poor Poe. He's only just arrived back in the... So this is now... We did the prologue. So this is their base. And this is where you'll end up at the end of the film. Now I'll show you quickly. Okay, I can't show you quickly. That's annoying. I'll show you now. Oh, this is cool. You get to do super fast. So I don't know whether I can actually show you any of these yet. Oh, this was it. Because I don't know whether they're unlocked. I don't think they are. I think you have to actually wait until you've completed the game before you can unlock some of the little side quests. But there are, and it's really annoying because I wanted to show you, but I can't. No, I was going the right way. So we need to go on the ship. Hopefully I'll be able to show you later. Of course. Now BB-8 can't build anything, so you always have to make sure you're Poe when you do it. No, it's just for a gold brick. But you have little things like this where you might have to build something like we did there, and then you'd be able to get that gold brick. Or BB-8 has his own little missions that he can do, which usually revolves around smashing things to pieces. And BB-8 is, his access panels are very similar to R2's. Don't know whether they're trying to insinuate that that's because he is basically R2. Just a newer version. He's a bit like Han. And let's move on to the next bit. So this is now starting us off at the... So this is what I was going to show you. So all these little circles here will have planets on them. And each of the planets have their own bits inside of it, where basically kind of like what we had in Lego Batman 3, where you go to the planet and there's races, missions and gold bricks and carbonite figures which unlock more characters for you to do. And then each of the planet, you can't see it here, but you'll be able to see it at some point later. They'll have their own little chapter, their own special chapter, where there's only one section to it. It's not like an extra story, it's just like an extra level with, you have to get the same as what you would do in any of these. They've got 10 bits for you to go through and the like. So that's pretty cool. And they don't really take all that long either. So this is now the 7th film. So I like the fact that they've kept a lot of, I mean, I like these little tidbits that they do, you know, as I've said before in a lot of my other videos, I like the humour of it, of, you know, not letting poor Poe sit down for a minute, dragging him off, interrupting him, taking his chair off him, daft little things like that, like the Death Star exploding and Luke trying to grab a rubber duck. So I like these little features that they add on. Here we are, we've got to go get them some weapons. So already I feel like from, like I said, I've just did the review of Lego Batman, and I have to admit I do find this is a better game in the sense that you use a lot more of the characters, and it isn't a case of, well, you can just have, say, Han or Leia and you don't need anyone else, or you can just have Luke. All of the characters have their own specific thing. So, for instance, C-3PO will have a translation matrix that only he can use, and BB-8 and C3 and R2, they've got their own things that only they can access. Chewbacca has stuff that he can explode that only he can only he can do. Or you might have like another character that can do it. So it just means that you end up using your characters a bit more. But it's nice. It's nice to see it. It's nice to see them adding, kind of learning from perhaps what other people have mentioned. Because I imagine a lot of people have turned around about some of the older Lego games and the reviews, and it's nice to see that, in my opinion, that they have actually listened to what people have said. So we're going to destroy some of this. And we need to get these people some weapons. Sorry, I'm being really rude and not talking all that much. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to. I really don't. So this is a nice thing. He can scan, and obviously the closer you get to where it is you're supposed to go, the your control pad vibrates and a little D appears. And that's kind of just like finding hidden things for you that helps progress you on to next bits or unlock things. Oh, wait. See what I mean before when I said this game requires a lot of trial and error? There will be certain things where you'll go, right, I'll try it here first. And then you realise, oh wait, no, actually this needs to happen first before that can. Then as soon as that can happen, then I can do it. So times like this, it's okay because you've got the time and the effort, you're not being chased or things aren't happening. So it doesn't really matter. However, when you're in the height of battle or you press the wrong way, it can get a bit annoying. And this swings him over here. And he jumps out. One thing I like about BB-8 is that he can take care of himself. So not only can he go fast and run people over, but he can also electrify and kill them. So it's nice. It's nice to see that he's not like C-3PO, which is just useless, basically. Pretty sure I can hear an ice cream van outside. I know it's now no longer Christmas, but does not make that okay. This is another thing BB-8 can do. You've got to try and keep it in that yellow, the yellow box. If you don't, then you've got to start again, and sometimes he'll even detach, and you have to go through the whole section again. But here are some weapons for my peeps. And the other one, I think, is over here somewhere. Oh, that's clever. And she kind of goes crazy and just keeps blowing all that up. And she'll keep doing that for a while, so we'll leave her to it. You know, it's not like there's real stormtroopers right outside that she should be dealing with. No. Ooh, football. That way. That way. That way. Yay! Ooh, I got a thing for that. Right, okay. So somewhere around here, I think it's there. Ah, that's the thing that he broke earlier. There's another one. Okay, I think after this one, I think I've explained most of the differences and most of the similarities between some of the games and some of the new features. So, judging by the fact I'm not really speaking all that much, I may leave this as the last one where I speak, and probably until the end, where I will do a brief thing where I'll explain all the I'll do a kind of review in the last video, a proper review, and then I will I'll do like what I give out of 10, and I'll show you guys some of the extra features, and then I'll probably kind of leave it at that. So here's one of those little shootout things again. Oh no, it's not. Well, the fact for once in their life, a Stormtrooper managed to actually hit something it was supposed to hit. Doesn't happen very often. I think they are supposed to be a bit better shots this time than they were last time. Probably not going to get True Jedi on this one, which is fine. I tend to like being BB-8 because he has that thing where you can pick them up even if you're nowhere near them, which can make it very helpful. And obviously BB-8 is ridiculously cute. I love him. I want my own BB-8. Boom. I also like the fact as well that they've avoided using as much of the violence by, for instance, Finn, when he finds his friend. His friend, unfortunately, is pretty much dead, and he marks his helmet with the with his blood, and obviously he drags it down his hand, down the side of his face. Whereas this time he doesn't do that as much. This time he does it with the apple. Saying it was an apple that caused it, not his friend's blood. Which I can kind of get why they've done that. Because obviously, you know, you really don't want to have to be explaining to kids why that is the case. Come on. There we go, and now moving on to the next bit. So this, you just basically have to keep firing. Fire, 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 fire. Ooh, that's gonna smart. And then the only other thing is this guy. Ow. His little legs dangling. Yay, I managed to get gold for that one because I didn't die for once. Bit mean of me to kill him while he's at his most vulnerable, but you know what? He's a stormtrooper. And he doesn't deserve any mercy from me. Okay, that was weird. Presuming that's what Poe does when he's all souped up, ready to go. And then we pull this down. And then we build it, and then I think it's something to do with our BB-8. There we go. Sorry, I pushed it the wrong way over it there. Wow. I love blasters. I absolutely love the blasters on this. It's absolutely awesome. Because you can take out baddies from very, very far away. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing quite as satisfying as punching them repeatedly in the face. But, you know, sometimes shooting them from far away, being a bit like Indiana Jones, when they're being all, oh, look what I can do all this, and then you just beat them and shoot them. It can be quite satisfying as well. You can hear a noise in the background, it's my bunny. Oh, 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 okay. Ugh, you. Popcorn. Yummy. Me like popcorn. Can't run him over. Oh, I think I'm supposed to. That's fine. No popcorn for you. That's what you get for being naughty stormtroopers. So this is the bit I was on about earlier when I was on about the water tank. So you've got to do it in order to try and get the water from there to put the fire out. But obviously at the moment there is a hole in the pipe, as the guy has kindly demonstrated. So we go over here first. And then we jump on this. Okay, so now we've got a water with a nice fishy in it. And then we go in the middle, which BB-8 uses to turn the tank, like so. There we go. You won't believe how confusing we found that at first. Probably because we're a bit thick. So there we go. That is the second part. I love the fact that they've basically dropped very unsubtle hints about Finn working in the sanitation department. Oh, 96! I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, they're dropping the hints that he works in the sanitation by making him have a plunger, and, you know, even though he's a bit tougher in the films, they've made him look so you can tell the difference of him being really scared. And obviously we talked about the whole thing with the apple instead of blood, because obviously it's still supposed to be a movie for kids. I think that's one of the reasons that they didn't show you them killing the old guy. They just kind of implied it with the fact that he force choked him into space. So, you know, and if you've seen the film, you know full well that he dies. But I think they just wanted to, in order to keep the very young rating, they have to cut a lot of it out, which is when they tend to replace it with humour and daft things happening, and just to try and take that edge off it, which is pretty cool. So, I'm going to leave this video here. And as I've said before, I'm probably not going to do the talking now up until the end of it, because I think you guys have seen the main bulk of the differences between this Lego game and some of the older Lego games. But apart from that, I will speak to you when I do my last video, because it will be the end of the game, and then I will do a little bit of looking at some of the free play aspects that you can do. But apart from, and I'll do the proper review then. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Love ya, bye!